Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. I am ShadowyProductions.
And I'm Paper Mario Guy.
And in the last episode, we just kind of started going to our first real galaxy, and we got another 2 power stars. Not making terribly great progress, but as Paper Mario Guy has said, it's the beginning of the game. It's going to start off kind of slow, and then speed up from there. Alright, Hive Galaxy, Good Egg Galaxy. Well, I'm not a big fan of any of the galaxies that involve B Mario for some reason. I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me that much, and I believe Paper Mario Guy feels the same way.
Yeah, I don't know, B Mario, it's like a cool idea, but it winds up just being more tedious to use B Mario, but we'll get into him when we actually, you know, go to Hive. But there are plenty of galaxies that revolve around that. There's Hive and, well, I know there's a bunch in Galaxy 2, so I don't want to say any, just in case I'm spoiling anything, but,
how we feel about spoilers on this channel.
Spoilers.
Wow. Let's try that again. I don't even know if I'm supposed to go with that, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay, now that just
Jumped on the...
Alright.
So, the Terrace is the Terrace, not the Terrace. The Terrace is a pretty easy galaxy that you really won't have problems on. It's pretty simple, and a lot of, like I said in the first episode, it's kind of like you can make the comparison to, you know, other first levels and how easy they are.
The spiky things just hate coconuts.
Something to mention about Galaxy, which you probably have noticed, the Galaxy games, have a lot more levels, than Super Mario Sunshine had, and, even more so than Super Mario, 64 had. Whereas, Super Mario 64 had 15 courses, this has, much more, and there's a lot less stars in each one of them. So, that's something to keep in mind while you're playing through this game, is that even if you don't like a particular galaxy, you're generally only going to play it for, what, 3, maybe 4 stars? 5 at, like,
so
the
you really
most.
don't get to know the galaxy that much.
Yeah, I mean, each time that you played through, you know, a course in Super Mario 64, you were getting 7 stars, and for, you know, Sunshine, it was, you know, 10 shines. But in this, you know, don't have to worry about that, so... Fortunately for us, as we move on to some of the B levels and, like, Hive, and is Honey Bloom? I feel like Honey Bloom is, but I don't know.
It's quite possible. I mean, I'm sure they're used in some levels that aren't even B-themed.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as the whole B-theme level where, you know, you're pretty much guaranteed to, it's not so bad, so... Nothing's overbearing in this game, which I think is one of its pros. Whereas, like, for me, you know, in my personal preference, I absolutely can't stand the course shifting Sandland in Super Mario 64. Not a fan whatsoever. And unfortunately, you have to go through and do 7 different stars in there. And Sirena Beach in Sunshine, I like it, but it's not one of my favorites, and I'd rather not do it. And I have to do 10 shines in there. In this game, you don't have to worry about that.
So that's one of the pros of it, not having too many long galaxies. If you don't like one, you don't have to deal with it for all that long. So we're just gonna deflect these watermelons back at them and make this bridge fall down.
And
that would have been good.
As far as like, you know, because there are so many levels in Galaxy, it sometimes is a little difficult to remember a lot of them. They're not exactly the most memorable, and I honestly only remember, like, some of my favorites. And I have to say that Galaxy 2 has a lot better, you know, galaxies, but that's irrelevant.
Because now we are fighting King Caliente, or however you pronounce that.
Yes, no, it's Caliente.
Alright, he's gonna shoot some watermelons at us, but we've already dealt with your kind.
Coconuts.
Oh,
Did you listen to the Luma before?
They really look like watermelons.
Watermelons are more, like, round.
I was expecting. I forgot. You have to volley with him like Ganondorf.
But you'll soon find out that King Caliente really isn't a great volleyball player. And it's the exact reason why he was left out of Mario Sports Mix. He auditioned, and they were just like, yeah, you know, we understand that you're pretty into this, but we just have to let you go, man.
He's got the enthusiasm down. It's just
best luck in your future endeavors.
The bosses in this game, I noticed, really aren't that hard when compared to the ones in Galaxy 2. Granted, those aren't that hard either. But there was a star in Galaxy 2 where I think it might have even been a Galaxy.
It's a Galaxy boss splits.
Where, yeah, they just combined all the bosses from this game, and you just fought them all consecutively, and it was so just quick and easy.
Another thing, in the Galaxy games, the bosses are pretty repetitive. You'll fight the same, you know, 4 or 5 bosses multiple times, so something to get used to. We'll be seeing King Caliente again, we'll be seeing the Dino Piranha again, we'll be seeing a bunch of these familiar names over and over again. But it's not too bad because they really aren't that hard. But now we move on to Hive. First level, B Mario takes flight. That's one big ass bee. That is a huge bee. So, Hive has some pretty peaceful music, and it's really cheerful and, you know, high-spirited and everything. Just, like I said, not exactly the most fantastic power-up in the world, B Mario. Come over here and hit that coin, and you will expose the bee mushroom. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's either bee mushroom or bee shroom. And if you're ever in a spot where your camera angle's a little weird, on your Wiimote, just simply press the D-pad and you can rotate. As far as introducing Bee Mario and kind of talking about like the things, one thing that Bee Mario can't do anymore is he cannot long jump. He can he can spin, but, oh no, oh man.
But he cannot touch water, and he cannot get hit, or
Yes.
he'll lose the transformation.
So, you're not allowed to get hit, not allowed to, touch water, and when you spin, a little honey thing comes out, which, I think is kind of cool. You can also not do the little back flip, which is incredibly useful with the other ones, but you do obviously have the ability of a bee where you can, you know, fly up and get to areas that you otherwise could not. And with these like little lily pads, when you fall on them, it automatically regenerates your bee meter, I guess, or your fly meter. So that's something useful to keep in mind, and will allow you to kind of gauge whether or not you should continue to move on or not.
I actually think you can't step on certain things as normal Mario. You need to be Bee Mario. I think Bee Mario is a bit lighter, so he wouldn't fall through. Or that
Yes.
might be.
I don't understand how that works, considering it's not like Mario's losing weight or anything.
Putting on a bee costume.
But it is no big deal. In this area, if you happen to get touched by the water, it's okay, because there is a bee suit.
Starbits.
Starbits. A lot of starbits. No reason to pass those things up, so go over here, fly up, and as far as the bee costume is concerned, this is just kind of letting you get used to it, this level. It's really not hard, and there's like no enemies to worry about, so I like that, because honestly, Bee Mario takes a bit to get used to. It's not like some of the other power-ups that you wind up getting.
I mean, you lose a lot of Mario's jump maneuvers, but you do get fly, so it's a decent trick.
Now we have a royal meeting with Queen Bee. The the most vexing predicament and require assistance. The most furious itchiness plagues our entire being. It must be stopped. Please find the source at once. So she's saying, quite literally, that she is itchy and she needs someone to scratch her. And
lazy bitch.
And something that you will notice is that you can actually get on to the queen bee. And there are star chips sitting all around her bosom, her back, and
I felt disturbed after doing this for the first time.
yes, it's kind of weird. But you get all those, and now she's no longer itchy, and you actually create a launch star, which is pretty cool. And obviously you need to go over to that launch star in order to progress and finish out this star thing. Now something, if you hop into a launch star, you don't actually have to go, you know, with it. You can delay it for a little bit and you'll be fine. But you might as well. So let's talk to this dude.
Too long to fall right through.
Oh, a bee! So these guys, you know, are just kind of sitting around on top of a giant tree with power stars, just like they did in Super Mario 64. They had some of the castle stars.
I believe we'll be seeing more of this crew later on.
Yes. They are very crafty and nimble folk, and they know how to get around galaxies somehow. I don't know, it doesn't look like they have a ship as of right now, you know. I don't know how they wind up escaping from there, but they do. There we go, getting our 5th star. Yes. And we got plenty of star bits, so we're getting prepared for their first Hungry Luma. We've unlocked a new area in the terrace, which is awesome. Mario, your name is Oh my god. Thank you so much, Rosalina. I would never have... Just...
You've known me for how long now?
I would have never remembered my name. I mean, just... thank you. I just recently got diagnosed with Alzheimer's. I'm glad that you're being considerate.
This is something she would probably want to get to know as soon as I was on her starship. But do we have enough time for?
We're up to about 13 minutes. So
I think we've got
I think we have a little bit. Actually, why don't you go talk to the toad? Go talk to the toad, see what's going on, and then we'll just leave it there. So we're gonna talk to that toad, see what's kind of going on, and we'll see you over there. As you will find out, they actually do have a ship, or will have a ship.
Looks like they're in the process of
building. They're building it. It's like Alama, finding all the pieces.
Mario, somehow we made it too. We'll help you get the power stars and save Princess Peach. You can count on us, Mario. We're all in this together.
Okay. What does that green toad have to say? He seems like he knows a little bit more.
Lumas are going to build us a ship. When it's done, let's go look for Princess Peach and power stars.
So,
that's fly.
Really nothing too useful. This is the hipster toad. His thick-rimmed black lensless glasses. He listens to only the most underground bands, and he walks around with a constant 1950s sepia tone and jazz music around him. Hipster toad, indeed. And that just about does it, because now we're up to about 14 minutes on our timer. And we will continue through the terrace and the galaxies that it has to offer in the next episode of Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. So I am Paper Mario Guy.
I am ShadowyProductions.
And we'll see you next time.